Hi, I'm Ron Murin and I'm with Francis Baines, who's operating the camera, and we thought we'd do a little experiment to map out how the temperature underneath these lamps spreads for the purposes of keeping tortoises or turtles or lizards or other reptiles. We've got 3 lamps here inside the box, which is 2 foot square. We've got an Arcadia T5 luminaire. We've got a P38 par 38 flood lamp, straightforward tungsten one from B&Q, and we've got a £5 tungsten linear lamp, which is also from B&Q for the sake of argument. Standard lamps, 120 watts, 120 watts, both of them. However, one puts the light out in a spot and the other one is more of a flood, and this is perfect for the animals because then there's a really hot spot and then there's a warm spot and the ability then of escaping to somewhere colder in the rest of the terrarium. So the plan to do is to using this meter, this infrared meter, I'll mark the spot with the laser and then write down the temperature that I have. That's 32, 32, 33, 34, so that is 32, 33, 34. We have gradients here. This area here is cooler and we want them to be able to escape. Once they've eaten, they may want to just shut down a bit for the night, and this is where they go. These corner pieces here are 22, 23 degrees, much lower, but still higher than the ambient. And I've noticed the animals, once they've warmed up or are up to temperature and running, they'll run about the whole area, even though it's colder here, then come back to top up. The lamps I've got here are, I'll just repeat again in case it wasn't clear before. This is a halogen strip light, very inexpensive, £5 unit from any major store. This is a par 38 lamp, the ones that we use for D3 lamps, but what I've done is I've put a home base or a B&Q par 38 lamp, a cheap and cheerful 120 watts. And this is the lamp. Nothing special, straightforward lamp. And in the back here I've got the Arcadia lamp, the T5 luminaire, slimline luminaire, provides excellent UV. The combination of the temperature from these lamps, these higher temperatures, and over here we've just got excellent UV. But combined with the temperatures, it means that the animal can actually make use of the UV. Without the higher temperatures, the UV is really not worth having because it can't be used by the animal. It works well. My animals love this setup simply because it's so variable in temperature across the range, and they can always come back once they've eaten and warm up, but mostly they warm up. Well, we've had a break and we've mapped out the temperature gradients, and Francis has managed to interpolate between the marks, and this being the coolest at 30 degrees. The next one at 35 degrees is this curve, and you can see how it picks up the heat from this flood lamp, but also recognise that these temperatures here are higher, and that's because of the effect of the wall. So having just a simple wall around the sides for basking actually improves the warmth that the animal feels. So this is a 35 degree curve, and then obviously as we get closer and closer to the flood lamp, we've got the 40 degree curve, the 45 and the warm 50. For most of our animals, their most comfortable temperature is around the 40-45 mark, but this spot here allows them to get that little bit hotter. The height between the lamp and this paper is 30 centimeters. The distance between the edges is 610 millimeters, 61 centimeters, or 2 feet if you want to take English measurements. So this is 5 centimeters, this is 9 centimeters, and this is 20 centimeters from this point to the back. Works really well. Sometime later I took out the paints and joined up the crosses with some gaudy colours. It's quite a good demonstration, vivid demonstration of how the temperature gradient does work and how quickly it can drop off. While I was painting, the tortoise came out and parked herself where she's there, and she was 35 degrees. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and thanks for Francis for coming over and playing with me.